Welcome back to Lost Test Channel. My name is Anton Vieltsin. I'm a criminal defense attorney in the Southern District of California here in San Diego. This is a multi-part series dealing with conspiracy law. In the first video, I gave you a roadmap and an overview of what conspiracies are, and now we're moving on to our first substantive case dealing with Pinkerton liability. In this video, we're discussing Pinkerton versus United States, which is a Supreme Court case from 1946, which introduces us to conspiracy law. If you haven't done already, please go back to part 1 of this multi-part series, where I give you an introduction and a roadmap of where we're headed. This is the first substantive case that we're going to discuss. In Pinkerton versus United States, Walter and Daniel, who were brothers, conspired together to sell alcohol in a dry county. Now, remember, this is 1940s. This is not 2022. So we have wet counties and dry counties. And these brothers came into agreement to purchase and get alcohol from a wet county and bring it to their county and sell it there. They were indicted for violating Internal Revenue Code. Now, they were charged in an indictment for conspiracy and a number of substantive offenses, meaning those offenses that the brothers committed while they were in agreement in this conspiracy. Now, something to note, Daniel was not able to participate in any of the substantive offenses. By the time this conspiracy came to fruition, Daniel was in fact in prison, so he was not able to participate or commit any of the substantive crimes. They both get indicted for conspiracy and substantive offenses. During trial, the jury was instructed that Daniel can be held responsible for all the crimes that Walter committed while Daniel was in prison. Any of those crimes that were in furtherance of a conspiracy. So I gave you this little chart here. This is Walter, this is Daniel. On the conspiracy charge, both Daniel and Walter obviously entered into a conspiracy, but only Walter was the one who committed substantive offenses. Daniel did not. They were found guilty on all of the charges, and they received 24 months on a conspiracy and 30 months concurrent time on substantive offenses. Both of them did, even though Daniel did not participate in any of the substantive offenses. So here's what Pinkerton liability in this Pinkerton case stands for. A party to a continuing conspiracy may be responsible for substantive offenses committed by co-conspirator in furtherance of the conspiracy, even though he does not participate or even has knowledge of any of these offenses. So once you're in the conspiracy, all co-conspirators will be responsible for each other's crimes, even if they don't know about these substantive offenses. Substantive offenses do not merge with the conspiracy. The brothers made an argument that once you complete all of these substantive crimes in furtherance of a conspiracy, the one charge that should stand is just conspiracy. The crime has been completed. But that's not what the Supreme Court says. The substantive offenses do not merge with the conspiracy. And the accused can be punished for both, like they did here. Daniel and Walter were punished for both conspiracy and substantive offenses. Double jeopardy is not a defense, even though they're being punished for both crimes. In overt acts, if you remember in the overview, I explained to you that overt acts are those steps towards a conspiracy. They don't necessarily have to be criminal steps. I gave you an example of purchasing a gun legally in a conspiracy to kill someone, or purchasing drugs, which would be an illegal act in furtherance of a conspiracy to distribute narcotics. But overt acts, sometimes they're criminal, sometimes they're not. But the fact is, if they are a criminal offense, they can be charged as both part of the conspiracy and as substantive offenses. So again, this goes back to the fact that conspiracy and substantive offenses do not merge. So now you understand what Pinkerton liability is. I look forward to seeing you in part 3. And like I said, if you haven't watched part 1, it gives you an overview and a roadmap of where we're headed. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.